Sorry, 1 second. I've been drinking, as you can tell, but not as much.
You good.
All right.
Same. Cheers, bro. You good.
Cheers. Yeah, so I don't have an introduction for this type of podcast. Never really know how to introduce them. But I'm Tony Awdball here with an odd conversation here with a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Otto, aka Dead Man Otto.
Yeah,
from
man.
Braindead. Shouts out Braindead.
Yeah, big time shout out Braindead. I remember meeting you specifically, but I did say what's up to everybody else. I was with you in LA. It was at that us versus everybody performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking blew out the speakers. I remember that shit.
We did. We blew out the speakers at that show.
Yeah,
we
dude.
did. We actually never. We were like really cool, us versus the world and all them.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think we ever talked about like we did it. Like I felt bad about that shit. Like they had to cancel the show after that. We had to redo it for the next day. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, no, it was that. That's why because we showed up right. I think when the first performer came up, and a buddy of mine came and he's a photographer and stuff, and so we're there checking out the whole thing, and I was supposed to interview Freshie, which we did get it done that day, but I interviewed Freshie that was on that whole lineup. But then, everyone was like kind of generic, like, okay, I've heard this before, and anyone watching this that was there performing that night, my bad, that's how I felt. But one thing for sure was when you guys went on, it kind of seemed like a Set Shot of Water Boys type of thing, where like you guys performed your own like song, but you guys are sharing the same set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what like the whole thing about Braindead really is especially now we're really different now, even from what we were back then. But what's cool is that we all fuck with each other and we're a group. Technically, we're a collective, friends and shit, but, like, we're different. We're not, like, a trio. We're not making the same music all together. It's really, really different.
Yeah. Because I do like Brody. Brody was really dope. Like him. I can, what was it? Gabe LaFlame. I just barely, remembered his name. Because I recognized him. Yeah, I remember recognizing him, but I just never got his name. So that's why, I watched an interview with you guys earlier today. And so that's what kind of helped with the whole thing. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I really liked your music because I think you did perform Down in the Hole, when you did Lots of Speakers. And that's honestly like my favorite song. Although I did hear Blame You, and that's actually a really good song as well. Yeah, but Down in the Hole, to me personally, like a reckless version of like the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like Hotel, like California. Wait.
Oh yeah, Hotel California.
Yeah, Hotel California.
Okay, I can see that. I've never gotten that before though.
Oh wow, yeah, because cool. I remember like hearing the song and I'm like, oh wow, like this isn't too much. It's just like it's all like leveled out well. So that's why I really dug that song a lot.
Damn, thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah. But then the Blame You song, now that was a little new for me. I didn't expect that one. It's weird because the whole Braindead collective, everyone's so diverse, and for you hearing like different sounds. Whether you're projecting your voice differently, whether you're screaming but still having a good harmonizing tone, to just straight more like room volume, but still like delivering just as much. So that's the reason why I was thrown off when I first heard it, and I liked it a lot. I mean,
you say because it was like a little lower, like it seemed like
if you compare the two, Down in the Whole end, what was it? Blame You. It's both have like the same like impact to me. But it's like different volumes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Like, it's funny you say that. I recorded Blame Me when I was living in LA for some time.
Yeah.
We talked about we were trying to set up an interview back then.
Yeah, I was a lazy piece of shit.
Because I had no time for shit anyways. But when I was there, I had a couple roommates and like making music was really hard, so I couldn't scream like I used to back then. So like that was my first try at doing something at a like lower volume, and it was like mandatory, like I had to. It pushed me to do that, and I was like, damn, I fuck with how this came out. So I like that's how that shit came out.
Yeah,
just trying to I had to be quiet.
Yeah, it was definitely like a really unique sound to it, especially in this whole wave of music going on for the past like 5 years maybe. Everyone wants to try to be like really experimental, but like you kind of like nailed it to the point where like
thank you, man.
Yeah, like that's just me personally. Aside from that, though, so you're coming from Florida, but what part exactly?
Miami,
Florida.
Yeah, a little place called Homestead.
Homestead. Oh, okay. Yeah, my cousin's wife, she came from Miami. I just don't know exactly what part yet, but. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so I've been living out here in Marietta, which is about an hour from San Diego. It's kind of like the midpoint between like LA and.
Oh, but yeah.
So
it's like more south of LA then?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright,
yeah. Shit. So what's the difference that you can really like kind of lay out between Miami and LA?
threw me off is like, all right, when I first got there, I was like, damn, everybody's mad friendly, like everybody's like talking to you and this and that. But then after a while, it's like it gets to the point where it's like, damn, everybody's just mad fake. Like everybody just wants something out of you, so they're being cool with you. But then if you don't have nothing to show for, like, oh, you can't do nothing for me, like it's like fuck off. Then you feel me?
Yeah.
Like here nobody fucks with you, but it's because like they're genuine about it. Like it's like I don't want to fuck with you, so they just tell you straight up. But over there, it's like it's a real facade. Everybody has a real like mask on over there.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I met genuine people and like people were cool as fuck over there. But like I noticed a lot more of that like fake shit over there.
Did like the whole LA sound kind of affect like your influence on the songs that you made?
The LA sound. Yeah. Well, what would you consider the LA sound?
No, I would say like the LA sound, like the environment itself, like impacted like the way you create your music and like maybe the different sounds that you rap on it.
Okay, yeah. So when I got there, like I was kind of like in one lane, and I could see. When I got there, I saw myself like, oh fuck, like I'm getting boxed into this one specific genre and lane, and like I could see myself and see how people saw me, and I was like, bro, fuck this. Like I don't want to be like that. And I was in the midst of all that, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. So, like, once I came back, I'm in the process of a lot of rebranding, in the process of a lot of different music, shit that I'm keeping in the vault to, like, throw out. Like, I'm pushing myself out of that box that I could see myself, like, getting put into.
Yeah. And, shit. Because, I'm not gonna lie, like, I met a lot of genuine people that came from Florida. Ironically, I remember I was like kind of skeptic with Puya when I first met him because one of my friends, well, my cousin's friend really, I don't know how they ended up being friends, but when they came to California, they went to go hang out in a city called Brea, and they're just like showing the music, hearing like this, Puya, I don't remember what song it was. I don't think it was Get Buck, but it was around that time frame, and I was like, dude, this is weird, like this like skinny white boys like saying all this shit, but then like. When you actually hang out with him, like he's actually like real, like cool and like real genuine and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard the same thing about like I hear it from everybody that meet him. Like he's a genuine guy.
Yeah, him and Krez, because Krez was actually the first person I ever interviewed. Like, we'll at least put it out on record.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why like, and being so cool, he actually knee dropped my cousin by accident at a concert. Yeah, he was on top of a speaker at a ham show, and then the speaker like tilted over, and like he just like knee dropped my cousin. Yeah, but aside from that though, like everybody I met from Florida is actually dope. You know what I mean? So that's why when you told me that you were from Florida, I'm like, oh, okay, well, hey, that's another one to the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. So I don't know, man. So another thing I kind of look into, when listening to music, also seeing your tweets. You're a lover, man. You're a real genuine dude. You also have a lot of women from the way it sounds. I'm gonna ask you two questions out of this one. To where, what's the difference between LA women and Miami women that you've dealt with, and then like what's one that like you really kind of like settle with? You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a really good question. LA women, well, alright, the LA women that I was around are batshit crazy, but like in a different way. Like they're like, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot of like, they're airheads and a lot of druggies. Is at least what I was around. A lot of airheads and a lot of druggies. And I was like,
yeah,
fuck, dude, I don't know, man. It's a little dirty right there, dude, whatever. But back here at home, it's like the girls are more like home to me. Like I'm like, oh man, and like this is a little more genuine. You're calm. I like that better. Like, It was cool for the meantime while I was there. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, we could get on, like, we could party and shit. But it's like, oh, man.
Just have your time frame. You know what I mean? Just, like, have your time, have your fun and shit. Yeah.
Can't wife no bitch like that, though.
That's very true. They want to try to make a thing of it. Like, oh, like, that's really fucked up how, like, you just play me like that. I'm like, well, you kind of, like, set the game up yourself on this one.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what you showed me, bro. Like,
yeah, I was just in a tutorial phase, it just wasn't interesting. I don't know.
Funny.
But so so when it comes to women, like what is it that you focus on? Like when it comes to like I guess settling down. I don't know if that's even the case right now, but
nah, man, I'm really not even like, and I'm really not even like looking for no serious shit like that. I never was looking for no serious shit like that. but a lot of my music is based on women. I mean, I'm gonna be like every song is about a girl, if not a specific girl. Like it's always just about like romance or some shit. That's just how like and it's I'm not no fucking player. Like I'm like for real. Like I'm a lover boy. Like I just be really like into these girls. And like what the fuck was the question?
I guess like what is it that like that kind of gets?
Oh, the settle down shit. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, like I'm really not looking for shit. It's just everything is just go by the like flow of shit is how it is. Like, it's just like whatever happens. Type, I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, sorry, ladies, didn't give you that much information, but hey, to show up to one of the backstages, and hey, maybe who knows what's gonna happen from there. Shit, blood out speakers, blood out ass cheeks. Shit. What's it called? So when it comes to shows and performances and stuff, when you always like go in with like the whole Braindead crowd, like is it all Braindead everywhere you go on the lineup? It's just Braindead in general.
Yeah, that's how we do it. So far, I don't think no. Well, there's been a couple times where some of us will go and do our separate shows, but like our best shows are like the cool ones that we like really love. It's Braindead on the lineup. Braindead goes up on stage. And it's cool like the hometown because like I mean we know like there's a bunch of groups here that we fuck with, so shouts out them. I can't name them all, there's a lot, I'm not gonna do that right now, but like we all link up and it's cool as fuck. So there's a big movement, by the way, coming out of here, out of South Florida. There's a cool little, there's a bunch of collectives out here, and then so shout out them, shouts out Is This Even Legal, shouts out 216, shouts out ULC. And if I missed it, my bad. But I got so much love for everybody that's making music down here. Nobody sucks. Everybody's like, I'm happy with the people I'm with right now. Jeez,
I mean that's the way you should do it, man. Too many people have egos, honestly. People have egos and just bring shit.
Like when Braindead first started out a couple years back, like we were really on some like because like we came out in that like era of like real dark, fucking in your face, I hate you and I hate everybody type of like music.
Okay.
So, like, that was, like, all right, that's our fucking mood. That's, like, fuck everybody. We don't care about nobody. But then it was like, man, you can't be like that. Like, you gotta, like, genuinely, like, really fuck with people. And it's, like, it's a lot, like, cleaner now. The music is, I don't know, like, the scene now is camaraderie. It's, like, a lot of fucking, like, bro, show up and show love, man. Like, it's cool. Like, fuck the ego shit. Fuck that. Like, support your friends. Support your people.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the way I look at it is that's how things get built up. Look at for instance, look at like Mac Miller. Mac Miller was like always working with people, and like he never really trashed on anybody. He was always like willing to help people out, and at least from what the society sees. You know what I mean? But everyone always pretty much said the same thing, so you can't really take that away from him. I don't know. I just feel that like you guys are doing really well so far. How many people are in Braindead?
It is 6 people. I'll make sure I got that right. I hope so. You got Jersey, which is he runs photography, videography, everything behind the camera. That's Jersey. You got X-Cal, the DJ. You got Spider Ruben, which is on all the graphics and clothing. He's like the paint. He does a lot of painting. He does a lot of cover art. And then you have on the music side, it's me, Big Body Brick, and Gabe LeMaine.
So who's J-Rock? Like J-Rock, is that his name?
J-Rock.
Okay.
He's in ULC.
ULC, okay.
He's a producer that like again he's like we just people we fuck with. Just making music here and there. Like we just know him from around the city.
Yeah. So
big shouts out J-Rock. He's a great producer.
Yeah, definitely. He was on that Blame You record.
He took the guitar sample and did everything after that.
Oh, that's really nice. And then you play guitar yourself, then, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you were just posting something up. Just yesterday, or was it today?
I posted it today, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I that's why I seen that, and I was like, all right, man, this guy's like, he's not a one-trick pony, you know what I mean? Like, he actually has more stuff in store. So, definitely keep that up, man.
Appreciate it, thank you.
I had an honest question. Can you count how many times you dyed your hair?
Shit, no. But if I had to guess, I bleached it, like, just to put a color in, I've bleached it at least five or six times. I put purple in it, blue in it, and then red in it twice. So in total, that's like, 8 or something like that? something like that.
Well, like including like bleach. And
yeah, including the bleach and shit, like 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, their shit is fried, super fucking fried.
Yeah, I could tell, man. Shit. See the split ends right here from the FaceTime. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like that's interesting. Like people always like wanted to start like pigeonholing people that dyed their hair. If you look at people doing this stuff prior to all this, you know, and it's always been a thing.
Yeah, for real. Like I've been dyeing my hair since I was probably 6 or 7. I would do like when it was like summertime when like school was out. Like I would just say, because like I went to like Christian schools and then private schools that would never let me like do, like they would kick me out for that shit. So I would do mohawks. I had like fucking frosted tips and shit. Like I would just do crazy shit because like I was able to do it finally.
Yeah, I did highlights one time
I've been
too.
doing this since way back.
Yeah, the weird thing is, I remember one time in 5th grade before picture day, I wanted to dye my whole head blonde, and it came, we took it out 10 minutes early. My friend's mom was like, "Oh, it's okay, no problem." It came out so orange. It was embarrassing orange. And I'm actually Mexican, but people think I'm a white. So when I had the orange hair, man, everyone, there was no holding back. Everyone just let the white jokes out. Yeah, man, it was so funny. Oh man, the embarrassing things we do as kids, man. Okay, so with this whole path of that you're going down with the whole music stuff, what would you say is like a mistake or some kind of lesson you learned that really like you hold with you till this day?
A couple things. For one, it's that like not supporting people as much as I should have early on, and not trying to put on this like mask, I guess, of like I'm not gonna fuck with you because I'm gonna have a character to keep up or something like that, and also not taking myself seriously. It took me a long time to realize that like if you don't believe in yourself, fucking nobody will. I didn't push myself out as like I wasn't around the time when like Down in the Hole came out. I wasn't believing in myself as much as I should have. I wasn't believing in like the talent that I had, and I was just like, man, like I was super shy about shit. And it's cool to be like modest or whatever, but like it's another thing to be so insecure that like you're not letting your fans and shit know that you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I believe that. That's why I've stretched this whole podcasting for so long. Like, there's people probably watching this right now, thinking like, man, he finally put out the podcast, or he finally put out something. Like, yeah, man, I overthink a lot, so I can only imagine how it is to be.
Yeah, man, that's a big thing, bro. Overthinking fucking kills, and like now is when I'm learning, like, bro, like just do whatever the fuck it is, just start it now, cause like. You don't start it, and it's never gonna fucking happen. You can't think about shit. You can't. You're gonna kill yourself thinking.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you battle all that though when it comes to the process? Like, whether it's creating a song or promoting yourself, like, how do you even fight all that like stuff?
It's hard, man. It's hard as fuck. I have to thank like the supporting group I have, because they pushed me to do a lot of shit. And if it wasn't for them, it'd be a lot harder. I mean, it's hard now to do shit like this and promote myself and like put in the work just because of like issues that I deal with in my head. But like they really like, come on man, hey, it's time, you gotta do some shit. Hey, they push me, make this, do that, you got a song to drop, like hurry up, post something, so big shouts out to the supporting groups. You need supporting group.
Absolutely, man. And like, even if it's just like the one or two that you have, or even the whole collective you got.
You can't do this alone, bro. You can't do this alone.
Yeah, exactly.
You need somebody to help you. You need somebody to lean on sometimes when shit like gets a little rough. You need somebody, bro.
Yeah. So, work ethic wise, man, where do you like draw like influence? Like, are there like specific people that you listen to, people that like you like look up to, whether it's music or not, that kind of like influences your whole craft?
Music-wise, I draw a lot of. I want to say like a good one on work ethic. Because I have it. Give me 1 second.
No, it's all good. Take your time.
Damn, that's hard to say a work ethic one because I know I have them involved. Alright, fuck fuck that, scratch that. Well, let's talk about music influences.
That's all good.
Music-wise, I draw a lot of influences from, like, right now, I'm drawing a lot of influences from, like, old punk bands. So people like the Dead Milkmen, Rancid, Social Distortion, like, I'm drawing a lot of influences from that, just on, like, pure rawness of it. Because, like, if you go back to, like, that era, like, the music was, like, the quality was kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't pristine, but that was so cool about it, and that was so raw about it. So I'm really trying to go back into that, try to get that feeling, like, that energy of them. But I also grew up with a lot of influence from, like, fucking, you know, for that side, because, like, I grew up with all that rock shit.
Yeah.
But I also grew up being down here with a whole lot of, like, the rap shit. I grew up with a lot of DMX and Trick Daddy. And those, like, DMX is my biggest influence because of how nasty, aggressive, and, like, angry he was all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So that really forced me, like, I guess, to make music.
Yeah, man. I like that Great Depression album a lot. Fuck. What was that one album with him covered in blood? My God.
Is it Hell is, no, that's not Hell is Hot. Give me a second.
Yeah, like that one gets me all the time. And even like one of the members of Flatbush Zombies like even dropped that in one of his bars. It was like kind of like the introduction to his
Flesh
verse.
of my flesh, blood of my blood. My bad.
What was it?
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I would never remember that. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, I thought it was my favorite one is it's Dark and Hell is Hot, and then there was X. Those are my two, like.
X, yeah. I seen him at Coachella last year. What was it? My ex and I, we went to Coachella, and he came out like during Murder Beats set. It was like super random, but then like out of nowhere, you just see him like come out playing X Gonna Give It To You, and you just see all like fucking.
Nah, everybody gets fucking hyped for that.
Yeah,
shit.
Dude, it was so weird. Like it was like it was very chill at first, but the whole set, everyone's just like there bobbing their heads and stuff. But X came out and boom, like everyone started flying around. I had to like hold on to her to make sure she wasn't like getting like tossed. And I was like, oh shit, you know. It was weird. Like no matter how old he got or how much crack he'd ever done, he still had that power.
Yeah,
you
bro,
know.
his songs are hard as fuck. You can't take that away from him.
Oh, dude, never, dude. That's why, like, hey, the way I look at it, man, is like he never quit. Like, think about all those years, like going on drugs, off drugs, on drugs, off drugs, and he's still making platinum. Hey, crack doesn't always ruin lives, all right? Yeah, he still made it platinum. Dang. So DMX. I mean, like, all right. How about new rappers right now? Any new artists, or even just in even bands at the very, I guess,
fucking
relevancy.
Loves a baby. So baby is the shit.
Yeah.
I love him, and I'm excited. Like I know, like I really do love like all because he has fun with it, bro. Like I love the ignorant shit. I really do love ignorant music, and especially him because he just really has fun on the beat. And I'm excited as fuck for Barnacles to come out. So shouts out to the baby.
Okay. Is there like any artists that you really interested in like working with, whether they're like well known locally, you know, anybody?
I haven't really put in the thought of people that I'd like to work with. I kind of like let's just see where it goes or how it happens. I don't really haven't thought of it.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my people here. I'd like making music with them and see where that goes, I guess. I have high hopes, you know, like I do want to make music with big people. Like I don't like thinking local. I don't like thinking underground. So let's just see where the fuck it goes, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. My questions, if you haven't, you know, you can't tell from now, they're pretty much everywhere. You know, it's just because like there's so much that you can really like ask and get to know about, especially someone that's like still making a name for themselves. To where you performing from Miami shows to LA shows, anywhere else. Is there like any like favorite cities or favorite shows that you've ever had, and like what made them like so special to you, or like make it really stay in your memory?
We did a show in Charlotte, and that shit was crazy. The big thing about like what we liked about that over there is that everybody was there to support, and that's fucking it. Like the fans that showed up to that show were like, there was a sense of camaraderie there that wasn't in Miami at the time. So the show over there in Charlotte, it was just fucking crazy. Like we've never seen that before. Because every other show we would go to was like they were hostile back then, man. But to Charlotte, that shit was like, it was cool. It was packed as fuck. It was so many people, and everybody's just there to support from start to end, from the first guy to the last guy. Like, it was just crazy. And the scene in Charlotte, I'm gonna be real, I don't know how it is now, but when we were there, that shit was crazy. And the scene in Charlotte is like, got something going on.
Damn. You ever deal with any bullshit like on the road?
Like getting to the place.
Whatever bullshit is to you. I mean, like whether it's just like car breaking down or like some people acting stupid, or
we drove to LA, and then on our way back, we had some shit in the car, and I spent the night at a border patrol station. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
Jeez. Well, I mean, like, what, did you come out with a charge, or you got out, like, scot-free?
Nah, we got out. Everything was chilling after. But that shit was just rough. It was ridiculous.
Jeez, man. I guess, I wouldn't say groupie stories, because, I like to have some respect, but you ever have, like, any, you ever witness any craziness, at least, like, at, like, the parties or something? Like, you ever see some, like, wild shit going on from your experience?
Damn, there was a couple LA parties. There was one, I mean, nothing like that, like no groupie stories. Nothing, it's really not anything crazy. It's just like, people just be fucked up. Uh-huh. Everybody just be fucked up at these parties. We did one time, we went, I don't know where the fuck we were, but it was some mansion out there, and, I mean, I'm chilling, I'm fucked up. I have a bottle, like a handle in a book bag. I don't know why I have a book bag on, and I'm chilling, like, in this party. And, I turned the door and boom, it's a dude like fucking SWAT, dressed up, gun and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, we're closing this shit down. And I was like, no, and I run back, I go out to like the back, Gabe LeMay, he's there. And then we look up, there's a helicopter like putting this light down on the party. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? And that was our first time in LA. Like that was like the second night there. We're like, bro, this is not Miami, this is Homestead. Like, it was just crazy. We were like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, those mansion parties in LA are wild. I've only been to one ever, and, like, I want to go back, but I'm also afraid to. Only because Rojas was, like, having, like, an invite, and he said, like, DM him for, like, the address.
That's what it was. It was a Rojas party. That's where we were. Yeah.
Dude, I think but I know he had two. And the one that I went, and it was super packed that we ended up, like, kind of, like, leaving, like, less than an hour later. We ended up turning our heads, and... Bro, like, everyone, I thought there was a fight going on, because, like, everyone started, like, having phones out, like, piling up, and we're like, oh, shit, okay, we're gonna see some fights going on. We fucking walk on over, and next thing you know, it was not a fight at all. It was the most, like, wildest sex shit I've ever seen in my life. You see, like, a fucking, there was a porn star chick, and I don't know if it was a porn star dude, but it was a gay dude, and they're, hey,
regular dude.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, but they're fucking, like, clapping ass cheeks with a double-sided dildo. That shit was weird as fuck.
Oh, with a dude?
Yeah. So it was a porn star chick and a fucking dude, and they're fucking like going like clapping ass cheeks. They're clapping ass cheeks back to back with a double-sided dildo or something. I just remember seeing that. I'm like, first I saw the chick, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, and I see like another ass. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not thinking it's a dude until like fucking like some people's heads move. Dude, I saw it. I was like, yo, I'm out, dude. I was like, no, okay, this is really our time to go. We're heading out anyway, but that solidified it.
Out of my story. I don't be doing no crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's one thing about LA. I don't know how it is in Miami. You always hear about it in the news, though. Like, Florida people always doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, Florida man.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, LA people, they're also another breed. I mean,
yeah, man.
I grew up in the county a little bit, too.
You what?
I mean, like, I lived in the county for, like, a good amount of time, and, like, I still have never really witnessed that many crazy shit out there. Inland Empire is different, but LA, no. For sure not. I don't know, so do you have, like, any upcoming projects you want to release anytime soon?
Yeah, man, I'm actually working on Misery She Loves. That's EP. It's going to come out. After that, I got something else. It's called Every Dog Has His Fuck You, which is a pure punk album. I'm playing drums, bass, guitar, everything, sing, whatever. Like, it'll be a pure, like, rock punk album. That's a side project kind of thing going on. But mainly it's Misery She Loves, so shouts out that, I guess. And a short movie. I'm working on a short movie with Jersey.
Okay.
Before this whole fucking quarantine shit happened, we were working on it, but now that's getting pushed back.
Yeah.
But yeah, short movie coming out.
How you surviving this whole quarantine?
Fucking making music, playing Red Dead Redemption, and getting fucked up. That's it, man.
Jeez. I mean, like, was it just like, you know, everyone like in the group is very like segregated right now because of the whole lockdown, or you guys like all live together or different places or what?
Nah, we live different places. Me and Gabe live pretty close together, so sometimes we'll link up or whatever, but we really not even trying to go outside.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I'll go to the store because when at least the LA County, when that got locked down, I came out here, and every time I go to the store or even let's go pick up food, people are wearing masks and gloves, and then I don't wear any of that.
Yeah, not facts. I got my mask right here when I try to go out. I'm not playing around, bro.
Wow.
I ain't trying to get that shit.
Shit. I mean, like, to me personally, like, I'm over here thinking like, what are the odds of me getting it? You know what I mean? So I always push my luck, but I've only been out of the house maybe like 2 or 3 times since then. And it's been this is like the second week. I go and people will stare at me so strange, you know, and then they're like freaking out. And
Because you don't have anything on?
I don't have nothing on, so I'm like, okay, as long as I have my hand sanitizer, feel like I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't trip that hard.
mm,
I really do, like, I'm gonna be real, like, I like staying in the crib. Like, I really do, like, I'm not an outside type of person anyways. I go and I, like, run and shit, but I don't care for doing shit if I don't need to do it.
yeah,
And, like, I'm here all the time. I'm drawing some shit, I'm painting, I'm making music, I'm doing something in the crib. Like, I miss people. I miss seeing some fucking people, though.
yeah,
But really, I like being home. So this whole thing is really giving me, like, it's giving me, like, a non-guilt in being introverted. You feel me? Like, I don't feel so guilty anymore, so that's pretty cool.
yeah. Those people that always like are freaking out over it. About like being indoors and they feel like they're in prison. It's like, well, I mean, you can walk. You go on a walk. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's annoying that, like, the world is, like, on fucking pause right now, but I'm not tripping about me having to stay in the crib.
yeah, same here. And so, yeah, but look at this though. You know, I end up getting, you know, we end up getting some work done.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, my
you
second.
gotta turn this shit into a blessing, man.
It really
You
is.
gotta
You know.
Work on you. Let the earth, like, this shit's crazy outside, but you gotta let the earth breathe. The earth is breathing finally, bro.
Shit, the sky looks very clear, more than ever.
Oh man, I walked out the other day. The colors look mad saturated. Like, it just felt good, man. Like, and I know that sounds fucked up to say because there's a lot of crazy shit going on. People are getting sick. I know that sucks, but like, man, factories are shut down.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't putting all those emissions out. Like, it's on just like my, but
it's like taking
there's
mushrooms.
something good coming out of this. Something good for Earth is coming out of this.
Like,
I hate saying that. I'm like, but whatever.
For me, I kind of look at it like, you know, taking mushrooms. You ever eat some mushrooms and everything gets so more
Yeah,
like
that's
every
exactly,
color, all the
that's how it
colors.
was. I walked out and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Am I high? Like, yeah, man,
Like, the colors just pop, man, and it's just like, oh hell yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is really nice, and like I'm sober completely.
Fucking breathing, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit, man. Well, hopefully this whole thing gets lifted up. I do plan on like, you know, taking the, you know, like doing a little traveling. So like definitely Florida's been one of the spots I've been really wanting to go and such. You know what I mean? So like if I'm out in Florida, I'll let you know ahead of time, and you know, let's try to get something going, man. I don't know what we're gonna work on. I don't know how we're gonna work on it, but I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Content is content.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we can do, I'm down for it.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll do a day in life type of video.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, man. So we're gonna close it out, and now, you know what I mean? Just like an intro, I don't have an ending as well, but this is Tony Awdball here with an odd conversation here with
Otto. That man Otto.
Yeah, man. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
Thank you for appreciate this shit. It was cool.